It's also now my honor to introduce Mr. Praveer Sinha, who is the Managing Director and a Chief Executive Officer for Tata Power Delhi Distribution Limited. At least he is not a stranger to me. Hopefully the same, he can say the same about me too. TPDDL is doing a phenomenal work in terms of innovation and a lot of technologies, whether it's demand response, electric vehicles, microgrids, etc. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Sinha.
Thank you, Rish. We have been working for last 14 years with USTDA and USAID. And I would like to start with that it's very important that we start from the fundamentals. Today it's good to talk about the smart grid, but to reach to that stage, it's important that we start from the basic grid, what is the network. And fortunately, about 14 years back, we got support from USTDA and went and did a study of what needs to be done to make a smart grid or to get ready to become a smart grid. At that time, fundamental issues regarding automation, about implementation of ERP, SCADA system, TMS, GIS, and the outage management system. And these were the building blocks on which we worked. And fortunately, in each one of them, there was tremendous learning. There was tremendous learning from utilities in US, utilities in other parts of the world, and also and also a huge amount of learning from many of the technology partners who associated with us. Having done that, we said that it's important for us to go to the next stage, and again, USTDA supported us in 2012-13, and we had the roadmap for the smart grid, which involved 5 things to be done. The first was how do you integrate the renewables into the grid. The second was the smart metering. The third was the upgrade of the SCADA and the GIS so that it gets ready for the smart grid. The fourth was the data analytics and how do you do predictive maintenance, both for the network and also how do you do predictive analysis for load forecasting, because that's a very, very important component in a utility. And the last one was how do you build up the communication network, the enterprise service bus and the communication that needs to be there, so that real-time information and data can be utilized for meeting your requirements, both in terms of reliability of power as well as sharing information with the consumers. And especially in today's environment where the consumer desires that they need to know on real-time basis and participate in the way they consume electricity. Renewables offers that opportunity whereby consumers can produce energy, consume partly themselves and give it to the grid. And on real-time basis, that information should be there with both the consumer as well as the utility to do the demand forecasting. Similarly, we are now seeing that the challenges are there of e-mobility and how do you take care of that aspect. As a offshoot of all these also is issues about the grid, especially the grid stability, the volt-var compensation, the reactive power. And there also, again, the smart grid implementation will help us in identifying that what are the solutions that needs to be done, either on automated basis or on real-time basis, or on the demand side. And those are the areas, I think, that we are trying to implement based on the learnings that we have got over a period of time with various utilities and also with various technology partners who have worked with us. So these are some of the initial thoughts that I have, and I'll share with you some more
Wonderful.
during the discussion.
Yeah, certainly we'll have more opportunity. I know you have a lot of views and great, excellent perspectives. We'd love to hear them from you.